So, have any of you actually watched the Papers, Please short?
No.
But I did see it come out. It actually looks really good.
Having not played the game, I watched that, and it's only I don't know. It's not very long. I think it's
10 minutes.
20 minutes.
10 minutes is a short film.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It basically portrays the game.
Hey dog, you should play that game. Fucking great game. Guys, why are we talking about this, by the way? Because there's already been announced the greatest movie based on a video game.
Which is?
Detective Pikachu. Dude, I cannot wait. Ryan Reynolds is playing Pikachu.
Yes, I heard this. I heard he was connected to the film. I didn't hear he was playing Pikachu.
He is playing Pikachu.
I can't fathom a world where a Pikachu speaks and it's just
Have you not seen the trailer?
No.
The trailer? No, not the trailer for the movie. The trailer for the game.
Oh yeah, I've seen the trailer for the game, yeah, but I didn't think he spoke.
Dude, Pikachu shouldn't speak anything other than Pikachu. Okay, alright, here we go. Right, let's run down the upcoming video game movies.
Yeah, okay.
And see who's excited for what.
Okay.
Tomb Raider.
No, because the lead actress isn't British, and that's really offensive to me.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's really offensive to me.
Pants.
That
British they can put on a British accent.
It doesn't matter.
That's not the same.
There's something about Tomb Raider that is authentically British, and that her not being British just pisses me off.
Rampage.
Yes! Oh, fuck yes! Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah!
That movie's ending with Giant The Rock, isn't it?
Oh, I don't care. Yes, if it does, awesome.
Dynasty Warriors.
Wait, what?
Apparently Dynasty Warriors is getting a movie.
You know what, Nick? I didn't know that I was excited for it, but no, I am.
Yeah, I'm eager for that one.
Detective Pikachu. Minecraft.
What?
Why?
Minecraft.
How can that be a movie?
Minecraft.
It's literally a 90-hour movie of just someone playing.
Someone building a castle.
It's just someone punching a tree for 90 minutes.
Fuck, man.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Live action, I hope.
Are these all live action?
It does
I'm
not
hoping
say.
it's live action.
It does not. It is not under the animated films. It's
Ooh,
under the
it's live action Sonic.
films.
Maybe it's like Cross, the other way, like,
Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit and that sort of thing.
I'd rather just they went full.
Uncharted.
That could be good.
Yeah, no, that one could be alright, right?
Like, if it's done, like, if you get the right Nathan Drake and it's a... Oh, wait, no, did they not say that's about young Nathan Drake?
I don't fucking know.
What they need to do is go,
But the next
old
one I
school.
know is going to be Eyewise. Big
Oh.
choice.
Okay.
Sleeping Dogs.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
That's a thing?
Apparently that is a thing. And you know what? That would make a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
it would be.
It would
pretty
actually.
Animated films now. There's only two here. I'm quite disappointed. Oh, sorry, there's three. There's three. Sorry, I lied. Angry Birds 2.
There's a one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot there was
Oh yeah, of course
one,
it's a
yeah.
one.
Yeah, the Angry Birds movie. Why would they make a 2 if there wasn't a 1, Hans?
I don't know.
Duh. Untitled Mario film.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That was announced really recently. That's been done by the same studio that did the Minions stuff.
I would rather see an untitled Luigi film. That'd be far more interesting.
I'd rather see another live action Mario film.
What?
No, you wouldn't.
But Nick, live action Sonic.
Oh.
Yeah, not sure how I feel about that.
Alright. You just remember, right? Whenever Sleepy Dogs is coming out, we need to make sure to play Sleepy Dogs around that time.
Yeah,
Right?
please, yeah. That'd be amazing.
They should make a Dead Island movie.
No.
But that trailer was so good.
The trailer is amazing. It's
Yeah.
one of the best video game trailers out there.
It's one of the best lies ever told.
Yeah, it is, yeah, because then you play the game and you question your sanity.
Lowest 3 Rotten Tomato video game films.
Right, okay.
Spoilers, 2 of these are fighting games.
Yeah.
Street Fighter better not be on this because that was funny.
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's gonna be like one of the obscure ones, isn't it?
Coming in with 3%. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be Mortal Kombat sequels.
I'm saying, oh yeah, so it's not the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming in with 1%. Alone in the Dark.
Didn't even know that was a movie made about that.
And coming in with a nice round 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Tekken.
I didn't even know there was a tech.
There's a Tekken movie?
I did not know there was a Tekken
I didn't know there was a Tekken movie. Wow.
Guys, there was a Tekken 2 movie.
Wait, did
Wait,
the
is it better,
sequel
right?
rate better than
Also,
the first one?
it's called Tekken, a man called X. The fuck does that even mean?
Brilliant.
Looking at the cast, there is no one called X here. I feel lied to.
That's like a 10-minute preamble I have to put in.
Video games are dumb.
I have to say, Nick, I'm expecting good dad puns in your introductions here.
Oh, they're not puns at all.
I'm also expecting you to nail it the first time.
My character has like a name, like so.
Your character has a name?
Is it X?
Like, no.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Not So Super Bash Bros presents Game Club for February 2018. Yes, Game Club is back, your monthly video podcast review thing where we take turns picking games, go play them for the month, and come back and discuss them for your listening pleasure. This month we played Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator by Game Grumps. And as always, I am your host, the DILF, Nick Davis. Joined as ever by the Bear, Hans Davis.
What about you?
The Power Bottom, Alex Garfield.
Oh, god damn it.
And the Twink, IY Chung.
Hello.
Dad puns.
Those were not dad puns. That was not dad puns.
Yes, Dream Daddy, a visual novel dating sim centered around dads. Originally released July 20th, 2017 on the Steam. So how is everyone?
Cold.
I'm also cold, Alex.
Beast from the East.
I would high five you, but it would hurt.
Yep.
You just need a big, strong daddy to hold you in his arms.
Need a big old bear.
Oh, you volunteering, Hans? Okay.
Yes, Dream Daddy. Hans, this was your choice. Why did you pick Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator?
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah,
Why did you sound like a robot, Nick?
because
Because he's phoning it in. It's officially got to that point where he's phoning it in.
It's got to the stage. He doesn't care anymore.
I picked this game for two reasons. The first reason was it was February, the month of love, and this is a dating simulator. And the second reason was because Game Grumps was one of the channels on YouTube that inspired me, and maybe you, Nick, to kind of do a Let's Play channel to begin with. So, two birds, one stone.
I mean, two holes, one dick. Yeah!
Ugh.
Inappropriate.
I want to know how you would fill the two holes with one dick, Nick.
You do want to know, like, why? Why are you getting him to go further in this?
Look, Hans, you may not be as proficient a lover as I am, but you learned some tricks of the trade.
Oh god, I regret picking this game already.
So, as always, I have broken this down into three categories: gameplay, characters, and rate our dads.
Nick, that's not what we decided to call it.
We're not calling it Would You Dick That Dad.
Dick that dad. Dick that dad.
No. You fucking weirdo.
I was going to make a graphic and everything with big shiny lights and like a musical sting. But fine, you want to shit all over my plans? Go ahead.
I'm giving you less work to do. Why are you complaining? As always, we preface this. How many dad storylines did everyone finish? Because I finished 2.
I finished 1.5.
IY.
I finished 1 2/3 because there's 3 hearts, Hans. So it's 2/3.
Alex.
I finished 1.
Okay. We will get into it in characters on whose storyline and why.
God, I hope all 4 of us pick the exact same guy, and it's gonna be really short.
Can we make a prediction of who each other picked?
Yes, okay. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We will all make a prediction for... Because I know Hans's and IY's, I think. So I'll do Alex. Alex can do Hans, and Hans can do IY, and IY can do me.
Can we not say we're going to do each other in reference to this game, please?
Wait, but Nick, I already know who you picked.
Is there a character list? Because I can't remember all the names.
I can get you one. Okay, I think Alex went for Damien.
You, me, yeah, that's right.
Damn, I'm good at this. Right, Alex. You guess Hans.
Joseph.
Wrong.
Oh.
Do I tell him now?
Nah,
or-
he's a dirty Robert guy, I bet. Right.
We'll get into it with the characters, but Hans, guess IY's. And don't be racist.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Don't pick the Asian one.
I think IY went for Hugo, the English teacher.
I did not. Here's the thing. I actually had a choice, but then whenever I found out what Nick picked, I that's why I did 2/3 of one, because I got to 2/3, and then I heard that Nick liked that person, and I was like, nope, we're gonna.
See, that's why I didn't want to guess you, because I thought you went for him in the end.
Oh no, I didn't in the end because of that.
Okay. How you can guess the other dad I finished.
Okay, so you didn't.
Can we not say finish in reference to this game, please?
Did you pick Joseph?
No, I did not.
Those creepy kids? No, fuck that. Ugh.
Yeah, those kids are weird. But yes, we will start with gameplay.
Yeah.
So this is kind of your bog standard visual novel, I would say.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd say 9/10 of your time is spent reading text boxes of characters as they make the occasional ooh, ah noises in the background. Yeah, so your basic gameplay loop is you kind of have a cutscene outside of dating dads, typically with your daughter Amanda. And then you will go to Dad Book and pick a dad to go on a date with. And those dates typically just kind of further that dad's story, so you learn a bit more about their backstory, why they're in the town, like typically why they are a single parent, as with most of the dads. Yeah. And then that kind of cycle just repeats until you choose to go on a third date with one of the dads, which then culminates their story and puts you into the end game of the Amanda story, where she goes off to college. Where, as I found out today, you can get a good... Oh, I knew you could get a good or a bad Amanda ending. Yeah. I did not know you could get a good or a bad dad ending as well.
I did not know that either.
So, like, there is, like, either the dad you went on the third date with will be like, oh, yeah, I love you, or he will, like, leave you.
How do you do that?
You can fuck up the answers. Like, the bits in the dates where you have to make choices, like, you know, the way there's always, like, the reaction stuff.
Yes, okay.
If you get too many of the negative reactions, it ends poorly.
So essentially, you still get together, but then come at the birthday party.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, this is a bad idea.
Kinda, yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. What's the bad Amanda ending? Did anyone get that?
I think she's just annoyed at you when she leaves for college and like doesn't plan on like visiting and shit, and it all just ends on kind of a sour note.
That's
angsty teenager ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not that bad.
Your daughter hates you, Hans!
I don't know, I was like half expecting like she gets pregnant or some shit, but I don't know.
Wow.
She gets knocked up by one of the dads.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Actually, no, fair enough, because I just thinking back there, that's not that gross, because apparently she's 18.
Yeah.
But she looks like 12.
Yeah, she looks like 12 to 15. It's weird.
Because that's when she said at some point, "Yeah, I'm 18." I was just like, "Hello, whoa, hold on."
Oh yeah, it's like she still has a curfew and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that threw me because it's like I'm 18, Dad. I don't need a curfew. It's like what?
It's like, bitch, you look 12.
So yes, I do think this game, going back to gameplay, I do think this game is actually genuinely really fucking funny at points.
Yeah.
Like, I laughed out loud, which is quite impressive in a text-based game. Because it can be very hard to kind of stick humor when the person has to read it at their own pace.
I think the writing is what sets this apart from any other dating sim. Like, the fact that I went back and played went and tried to get another dad, I think it's a testament to how good the writing is, because like at no point did I ever find myself clicking, right, okay, let's get to the next choice, whatever.
I did feel like that.
I did.
See, I did that at one point, like at the end, when I was at the end of the second dad story, just because the Amanda part plays out the exact same until you get to the very end of it.
Alright.
So I just kind of like fast forward through that bit again.
But no, I liked the writing. I thought it was...
Oh yeah, so did I.
I thought it was really good.
Really well written.
And like that's what made it stand apart from any other bog standard kind of dating sim. But why did you not like the writing, IY and Alex?
I actually really do like the writing. I think the writing is really good. But the problem is everything else around the writing, which made everything kind of drag and like... It felt kind of like a chore. So it did. So, like with Nick, I also LOL'd, okay? But, and like, the writing is really good because, you know, it breaks the fourth wall, and it's like, it's very relevant, the stuff it says. But what I found was, do you know how it has that, as Nick pointed out, that has that, like, JRPG, I'm just gonna make a grunting noise?
Yeah.
Whenever it's the exact same noise, every time you click, it's really terrible. And, like, the music in it, I think, is also really bad, except for the theme song, which is the best thing ever.
Yeah, the
right?
theme song's pretty great.
But I actually think the sound effects in the game really ruin the atmosphere. And so that's the reason why I thought it was like I felt like the writing was let down because of everything else.
I will interject. There's another very good song that I know you did witness. And that is the song that plays during the Mosh Pit minigame.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. That is good. But on my final date with one of the characters, now Amy was beside me at this time, right? And I was like, and I just made this funny look whenever like the scene played, because the sounds it was making, I think it was supposed to like imitate like
sex. You can say sex.
No, dude. Let me tell you, right? If that's the sound of sex, I've been doing it wrong, right? But I think it's supposed to be like the sound of, because you're going camping, so you are, right? But it's supposed to be like the sound of like nature and stuff. But it's like the most irritating.
Is this the one where you're in the
noise.
forest and it sounds like you're in the jungle?
Yeah, sure.
Did you go for Craig?
Yes, I did that at one point.
Yes,
That's what I
I know what ones you mean. It's like you're going like, oh, we're going hiking and up to the forest, and then it's like literally like the most taken from a free website download of like jungle noises. Like it's got monkeys and stuff in it. Like you actually hear like the hoo, 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 like in the background. Like it is just, yeah. No, the sound that bit did make me laugh. But again, I think it was more laughing at it than laughing with it.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, and I think the writing, as we'll get onto the characters, like was really good, but it just wasn't interesting. Like, because it's set in such like a real world. It's the same thing we talked about in the GTA 5 one, is that real world is really boring. So, you know, if I don't have like a murder like in Danganronpa or Phoenix Wright, you know, then it's not as interesting.
Maybe you're just really sadistic.
No, well, I think I brings up a good point there. Like, we did discuss this, and like, I found it very hard to sit and play this for like more than 45 minutes to an hour at a time.
Yes, yeah.
Just because like there is so much reading compared to say something like Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa, where there's something to really break it up. Like, we'll get on it in a second, but there is mini games and stuff, but they're just not often enough or interesting enough to break up kind of what becomes very monotonous in reading a lot of text.
I think the two minigames I played, which was the Pokemon one at the start, and the Mosh Pit one, were like cool ideas.
Oh, of the 4 I played, half of them were terrible. 2 of the minigames I played were barely minigames. They were complete dog shit. But yeah, back to the other point before we go on the minigames, like, I do think this is a game that is difficult to play in long stretches. I just don't think visual novels have evolved, I think, to a point where, say they are games like Danganronpa or Phoenix Wright, there are very few bog standard visual novels like this anymore that get a lot of mainstream appeal anyway.
I don't know, man. Look at all those things on Steam every week. Like...
Yeah, there's a lot of visual novels. I just think that...
But they all revolve around sex, so that's what their
But
payoff
like, even,
is.
like, think of Doki Doki. That, at least, it starts with a bog standard visual novel, and like... But like, there is a huge twist in events that starts mixing it up, at least. Like, this kind of doesn't have that.
Well, that game does break into the realms of it's not everyday life.
Yeah.
Like, and that's, you know, obviously I went for the murder route, I said earlier, but like, you know, that's what makes those interesting.
But like, yeah, so like, what was the longest like stretch of time you spent playing this, Hans? Because I think you spent the most time out of anyone.
Well, that's
Judging by
because
Steam.
yeah, well, that's because obviously I have to like when I'm recording it, I have to
Yeah, like, take it slow.
yeah. Give me a second, and I'll check the footage.
Because I think you, like, looking at Steam's, I think I ended up about maybe 3.5 hours, and yours was 4.1 or something. And I'm assuming IOI and Alex was less than me anyway.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, like, that's not that long.
That is, though, the second date to the end.
Yeah. That's not that long, but that's you purposely taking it slow as well.
But see, that's the thing, though. I can understand what you mean. You wouldn't play for a long time, but like you can knock out a daddy's storyline in 2 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I got through mine in less than an hour and a half.
Yeah, but so I think that kind of makes up for it in the sense that now obviously you can replay it and stuff, but like if you beeline it and date the same dad 3 times in a row, you can knock this out really quickly. So that, you know, it's the niggle, like, although you only can play for 40 minutes, you know, say, what, 2 40-minute sessions, and you've essentially completed the game, if you will. Because remember, we were talking about the Steam reviews, and one of the things was it's too short.
Yeah. So the other big part of the gameplay, as we mentioned, is these mini games that occasionally pop up in some of the dates. And I think they are...
Like, you've already called them dog shit, so what's the point?
Yeah, some are very good, some are absolutely terrible. As I said, I think I played 4 minigames. Mm-hmm. I will take you through these minigames. I had the bragging battle, aka the Pokemon battle.
Yes.
Which was pretty awesome.
Yes.
I lost.
I lost too.
I lost.
I had the mosh pit at a concert, which I believe I also did.
Yep.
And it was really fucking good because the song was awesome and it's actually quite a fun idea.
I got trampled.
I had a keyboard solo, which literally just had involved me moving my mouse and random keys playing. That was shit. And I also had a whittling mini game where all I had to do was move my mouse up and down, and it would automatically carve out the shapes. It was dog shit.
In that keyboard minigame, how hard would it be to make it like a Guitar Hero or Dance Revolution thing on your keyboard?
Yeah,
how hard would that be?
And like the joke of it is you can't play keyboard. So I don't care if you want to make it like a really fucking difficult one that's like just complete obscurity and you can't understand it. That would be a funnier joke than just having you press random keys. And the whittling one is just terrible. Like, it's just you moving the mouse and it automatically whittles out a shape. That, like, my expectation going into this was there would be a minigame for every date.
I didn't think there'd be a minigame for every date, but I thought there would be at least one minigame per dad.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, sure, like, with Craig, he's the sporty one, so why could you not, like, have, like a
track and field fucking type thing?
A quap style minigame.
Yeah, quap would be hilarious. But I was thinking even more like, like those basketball games on Newgrounds where you, like, click and drag to try and get it into the hoop. You know, something like that.
They almost detract, I think, some of them, just because they're so pointless.
It's a shame how much of a high the Pokemon one is at the start.
Yeah. They started the show with the fucking showstopper, and then it all was downhill.
It's almost like they're trying. It's like you said. It's like with some of them, it sounds like they are trying to make a joke, but it just falls completely flat.
Yeah. So, any other gameplay things before we move on?
Well, there is a very important decision at the start of the game. How many of you guys got the Bad Dad achievement?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
So, obviously, at the start of the game, you go drinking with Robert, or you meet Robert at a bar,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you go and you walk home, and Robert goes, "So, are we going to do this?" I'm assuming I did not get the Bad Dad achievement. I'm assuming if you say yes, you bang Robert.
Yeah, you bang him on the first time you meet him.
Yep. So that is the
That's
Bad
the
Dad achievement.
Doesn't actually factor into the
No relationship.
the relationship or anything.
yeah,
But
it's quite random. But let me tell you, I was a bad dad.
Were you a bad dad?
I was a bad dad. I went all in because that's at the very start of the game. At the start of the game, I was like, you know what, we're going all the way with this, right? And then
You're gonna be the filthiest dad.
yeah, and then of course from the second day I played it onwards, I was like, God, I don't want to play this game anymore.
This is peaked already.
Yeah, I got what I came for.
Beyond that, one of the nicest things about this, and it sounds really weird saying this, I like how they don't make a big deal out of you being gay. Like
Yeah.
the first
Oh, yes.
reference
That's
to your, like, if you don't bang Robert, obviously, the first reference I saw of my character being gay was at the end of one of the third dates.
I feel like that is the theme of this. Is that
Yeah.
it's about how sexuality is more fluid because like you said at the very start of the game you can pick me and your mum, but then the game is revolving about banging another dad. It seems to be more about not sticking a label on it. It's about just do what you want to do who you want to do.
Dick that dad.
Dick that dad. Dick that dad.
So yes, that kind of leads on nicely to the character section. So as I said, I pursued Matt and I also pursued Robert. Got both of those to the third date. I got the good ending with Matt and the bad ending with Robert. I was a bad dad in the worst sense. Robert called me an asshole and left.
To be fair, with Robert, he could have stabbed you, so that's not that bad.
That is actually the running joke when he pulls out the knife to start whittling, is your character's just freaking out saying, "Oh god, don't stab me."
Well, I dicked Craig. Or got dicked by Craig. I don't know. It faded to black, so I don't know.
Did he keep the baby on his chest?
No. But would you like to know my reasoning for picking Craig? Because I was thinking about this.
Please don't say it reminded you of Iowa.
it's what
Thanks.
you always wanted me to be.
Thanks for ruining the joke, Nick.
Wait, was it actually?
So I'm very disappointed I picked him, because, I come on, man.
Well, here, like I said,
I was just a narcissist.
like, hey. Like I said earlier, I picked Matt at the start, and it was only because I found out that Nick had also picked Matt that I swapped.
But no, so my whole thing was Craig was the only one who either didn't piss me off himself or annoy me, or his kids didn't annoy me or piss me off.
Dude, what was wrong with Matt? He's just a chill guy who owns a coffee shop and likes music puns.
And you try to get high together.
Yeah.
Then you get
one of the
swindled.
dates is you buy weed, quote marks, off Damien's son. You know what that weed turns out to be, Hans? Oregano. The first Robert date involves Robert challenging Hugo Sunday a boxing match. Because you sneak into a movie theater drunk and ruin the movie for him. So he challenged him to a Queensberry's Rules boxing match.
Some of the kids in that are absolute dicks, and it made me think, shit, was I like that when I was a teenager? Because because we've literally got, not to the extent in which the game kind of makes it, but we have gotten older, you do kind of sit there and go like, fuck, that is really what teenagers are like nowadays, and then you go,
I was a teenager.
Yeah, I actually think a lot of the characters are really well written. I think all the dads are very well written, and I think Amanda is also very well written.
I think Amanda is actually maybe the best written character in the thing.
Oh, I think she's the best character in the game by far.
Like that's why I think I was disappointed the game ends after the third date, because the interactions between dates is, I think, really like endearing and like really good.
I'm assuming there is a limit to them, but obviously you can get to the second date with every dad and keep seeing interactions in between. Because after I'd saved the game before I did the second date the third date with Matt, and then did the Robert storyline, and I started seeing cutscenes I hadn't seen. Like you taking a drunk Mary home. Not to bang her, because
She a bitch.
I liked her.
Okay, so I was actually thinking about picking, is it Joseph?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I think on the outset, his is the most intriguing, that, like, what the fuck happens that you end up banging him.
Yeah.
And he's a man of the church.
Yeah, I know, but that was the thing that put me off. I was like, nah.
But the forbidden love.
I had never thought I'd hear Nick whisper "forbidden love" into my ear. But like the thing is, although he is religious, he isn't portrayed as holier than thou. He is very much
the
down
hip
to
youth minister.
yeah, but that's like he is very down to earth.
He wears a sweater around his neck.
But why didn't you go for the goth?
Because I'm not youth.
He's only a goth on his free time.
Seems to have a lot of it.
Imagine someone's hobby is I'm a goth.
That is his hobby. He got an emergency call from the animal shelter on our date. So he drove all the way over and he
In his
got
hearse.
changed into his work uniform. And he came out and said, "Sorry, you have to see this side of me."
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the characters are fantastically written, and I think like for as much as there could be like a really cringy bit in there, because I imagine it would have been really easy to make some of these things really cringy, just with obviously it being about sexuality and stuff and teenagers. They were just everything was really down to earth and really relatable. Because like even the dad stuff is like about becoming older and not being hip, and that is relatable. Even if you're not a dad, you can still understand like shit. We're so distant from these kids.
I did like the when Amanda is setting up your dad book. Like the question is like, oh, what are you most fearful of?
Yeah,
And some of the options are hilarious.
What I've gathered from our discussion here is that none of us like Brian.
Brian, he is.
None of
a
us
douche.
like a little bit of extra.
it's nothing to do with that. It's about the fact he's supposed to shut the fuck up about his kid.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking through my screenshots here because I took screenshots of some of the moments, and like Alex, by not picking Matt, you missed quite possibly the pun you would have loved the most.
Oh?
You go to a record store called Vinyl Fantasy 7.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
I'm gonna guess that's one of the things you laughed out loud at, Nick.
Yeah, sorry, it was not when Amanda's setting up your dad book. There's a bit in the... See if I can get this to you, so Hans can fire this up. There's a bit in the Matt storyline where like Matt's trying to say, oh, so what's your taste in music? And I asked you these questions. And then he asked you, what is your biggest fear? And I relate to all of these.
That last one.
I relate to all of that, and it scares me.
What you're telling me is that you have the mentality
Of a dad.
of a dad.
Yes. Yes, that just relates back to this game is incredibly well written. There's also... I'm going to share this one as well because it's really dumb. There's the... at the end of a Robert storyline, you go on a ghost tour and you make up this whole bullshit story about how you were ghost hunters, and to scare away a ghost you had to remember a certain Bible phrase, and I would like you to all look at the option I have highlighted here as one of the answers. This is mainly pertaining to Hans and Alex. Boom.
That's pretty good.
That is very good.
Did you pick that as your choice?
No, I didn't.
God damn it, Nick.
I feel like maybe I would have ended up better if I did. Because Robert said I was an asshole.
Robert looks like a sort of guy who would watch wrestling.
He does, yeah. So yes, the final section.
Dick that dad! Dick
No.
that dad! Damn it.
Pictures at the ready.
Alright.
It's time to rate that
I
dad.
thought you were going to say Duel. Really disappointed.
Rate that dad. We will take it one at a time, and I want you to give a score based on 3 factors.
Right.
Right.
Believability.
So does that look like me, sort of thing?
In 20, if you double your age, if you double my age, I will be 46. Does that look like Nick at 46?
That's a bit harsh because I didn't make myself grey.
Yeah, I didn't
so-
make myself look over 50, Nick.
Add 10
Jesus
years.
Christ.
Okay.
I would say add 10 years.
I would say 45-ish.
See, I find it actually quite
40
hard.
to 45.
I find it quite hard to make my guy look older without like looking.
Yeah, as you pointed out to me, Asians just have a drop-off point.
Yeah. So I must look young no matter what.
That was Iwai pointing that out to me. That's not me being racist. Asians don't look old, then there's just a sudden drop, and then suddenly you're like fucking old man.
That's when all the wisdom catches up, Nick.
I've never heard it described that way.
You go from Karate Kid to wax on, wax off.
Shit, that got me. really tickled me.
God damn it, Hans.
Sorry.
You good?
Yes.
It's just the regular order.
So believability.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we're still doing this.
Dad hipness. So if that was your dad, would you be embarrassed?
Yes.
I really hate myself for this last one. And homosexual appeal.
Oh, mine has like 0 sexual appeal. Like,
So here we go. I will go first. Here is Nick Dadvis.
see, I feel like we shouldn't bother like rating in terms of numbers. I feel like we should just like have like a category for like each one, and then just say like.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, it looks like you.
I think it
would give
looks
you
a
that.
lot like Nick. I think.
I did add the 5 o'clock shadow eventually, so because I did not realize.
Am
that
I
was
the
an
only
option.
one that finds his face very creepy?
Look, it is creepy, and let me tell you, mine's even creepier.
I was really tempted to go for the egg nipples t-shirt
Why'd you pick red? That's my color.
because hence the clothing options kind of suck.
Boy, are you going to be disappointed, Hans, if like all 4 of us have that t-shirt?
No, I purposely didn't go for that t-shirt because I was like, you know what? Everyone's going to pick that t-shirt because
Hey.
they all have the same taste.
Long
Except
hair.
IY won't. I was like,
I'm an emo.
Alex and Nick will pick that t-shirt.
Would you be embarrassed if that was your dad?
Oh god,
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Yes, absolutely yes.
I'm sorry.
Why?
The fact my dad has long hair, I would shoot myself.
You want your dad to
Hey,
have no
you're just
hair.
lucky I couldn't get the blonde streak in.
And then would I dick it?
Would you
would I-
dick your
would I-
brother?
Would I dick that? Am I taking the account that you're my brother?
No.
Yeah,
If this is just some random dad you see on the street.
who you've already admitted looks like your brother.
But from behind, he would look like a girl. So
Yes, that is with fairly hairy arms.
I would dick that dad.
Yeah! God, I'm
Alex.
handsome. Alex.
Well, can we not just have Hans rate us all? I feel like-
Including himself.
yeah, including himself. Yeah.
God, I'm a handsome motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Good thing we're not taking the account personality. Like
So, Hans, show me your dad.
it's loading. There we go.
Hans' dad looks very annoyed. Much like real Hans most of the time.
Yeah, I'm a dad, so
I like how you're wearing the white t-shirt, but you have the suit selected.
yeah. I was wondering what to wear.
Yeah, your hair and your beard are different colors.
Is
Really
it-
annoying once you notice it, isn't it?
If it makes you feel any better, Hans, they're not to me.
You kind of look like Brian's estranged cousin.
Yeah.
Like his estranged brother that's shown up in town and is crashing on his sofa.
Is it the hair that's wrong? There's something odd about it. I think.
I think there's too much hair.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I think Hans will be bald in 10 to 15 years. Whether through choice or because he is shaving his head properly, I think Hans will be bald in 15 years. Hans will be pure upside down head.
Oh, would we be
I
embarrassed?
would not be embarrassed if that
No,
was
no,
my
I wouldn't
dad.
be embarrassed either. I think
No,
that's.
no, I wouldn't.
I think that's a dad.
My dad kind of looks like he drinks a bit too much, but that's okay. he looks haggard as fuck.
I would maybe be embarrassed if my dad was wearing that t-shirt.
That's literally him coming back from the pub.
Where's daddy's belt?
Coming back home with a fucking bag of cans and a takeaway. Wondering where it all went wrong.
Starting to get too real for Hans now.
What are you talking about in 15 years? I do that now. So, would you dick that dad?
No.
It's because Nick's in the Pretty Boys.
Not enough long hair for me.
Not enough hair, full stop.
Yeah.
There's too much hair, right?
Too much hair in the wrong places. Alright, Alex. Show us your dad.
Hey, Nick, he got the blonde streak.
Yeah, well, why did I not see that?
I think that's all right.
Why do you have a dwarf's beard?
That's the longest beard there is.
Yeah, that's the longest beard I had.
Okay.
I wouldn't maybe see the blonde in your hair.
I don't know why that's there.
Because
Because
it's based on Aaron's from Game Grumps' hair.
oh, is it?
Yeah, and he has a blonde patch in his hair.
Alright. Because that was also the longest hair option they had.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just. It's actually just the two previous dads combined together. They've got
You saw ideal Nick in 15 years. This is actual Nick in 15 years.
The fact that you both wear the same t-shirt has got.
I was tempted. To be fair, I was tempted to go with the suit, but I looked like a male prostitute.
I would not be ashamed that was my dad, because although he has long hair, the beard makes him just got like a Viking vibe instead.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
too looks haggard as fuck.
It's the eyes. It's the exact same
really
eyes. That's why. He looks like a guy who would go home and beat his wife.
I'm going to take that as an insult, Hans. That's supposed to be me.
I thought you were going to say compliment. Oh, God.
Like you've had a really long day of raping and pillaging villages. And you're fed up, and so you just go home and beat your wife.
Beat your wife. Oh, God.
And I wouldn't dick that dad.
I would not dick that dad.
I feel like me and Nick are the only ones getting in this dicking action, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
look.
That looks like a dad that should have a sleeve tattoo that's like 10 years faded.
I've got.
that is missing an AC/DC tattoo. You're very right.
Some old hard rock band tattoo that's like 20 years, has not been touched up in like 20 years.
Or a UVF tattoo.
That's on the back, you gotta be able to cover that up really easily. Alright, Hawaii, show us that dad.
Okay. Alright, this is Powai.
That. Jesus Christ.
Look.
It's easily the most homosexual looking of all the dads.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Look, this is me, right? Whenever, my sight has been ruined from staring at the computer screen, so I've got glasses. This is me after my food blog has done something, so I've got a burger shirt. And I'm a hipster, so I'm wearing that pink shirt.
And are you wearing the sweatband because all that sucking dick is really tired?
Wait, where does the sweatband come from? I didn't even...
And your t-shirt?
It's part of the outfit.
It's part of the outfit? Oh, okay.
I can see that being Hawaii in 15 years. Maybe not the outfit, but yeah.
So what you're saying is, in 15 years' time, I was coming out the closet.
Look, let me.
Would Amy dick this dad?
Yeah, ask Amy if she would dick that
Okay,
dad.
Amy, would you dick this dad? Amy just gave me a dirty look and then looked away.
Wait, oh, you say a dirty look? Do you mean like a dirty look? Mm-hmm. Or like a dirty look as in go fuck yourself?
Why are you here?
The latter.
I would not be. I don't know.
Don't you want a dad with a pink burger shirt?
I would maybe be ashamed if that was my dad, because I think the fact my dad would look younger than me is an issue. Like at the parent-teacher meeting, they'd be asking me questions about my dad. Like that's what the sort of thing would be happening.
This has been a very successful segment.
Probably. I don't know. Would I dick that dad? I'm 50-50 on it.
Well, he doesn't have long hair, so you can't pretend it's a girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I might not dick that dad, but I might be dick to bite that dad.
Look. You're not good enough to be dicked by that dad, right?
Certainly a dad.
Is it though?
That is a dad going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah. I have watched the Game Grumps too.
I'm hip. Look at my funny pink shirt.
I feel like myself and Hans have the manly dads. I feel like Nick has the least manly dad.
Hey.
I don't know. I do not know.
Hey, I didn't put on this pink shirt to not be.
Only real men wear pink, so that gives you points.
But my wristbands, man, my wristbands.
That's an active dad right there.
No, I would say the long hair with that body type really makes Nick the least manliest dad.
The sexiest dad.
We should move on from this segment. Between having to play the game and having to rate dads, I need to have a beer and watch some lesbian porn.
Yes, so all in all, I do think that Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, there is some very high points and some very low points. I do think the game is incredibly well written. I do think there is some genuine funny bits. I do think there are some genuine deep character moments. I just think it suffers from being a very bog standard visual novel with some pretty lackluster minigames in there at times. There are probably other mediums that I think this could do very well on, like put it on an iPad, put it on the Switch or something like that. As it stands, it's if you're way into visual novels and can bear sifting through a lot of text, this genuinely has some of the best, like some incredible writing and some hilarious writing, and it's probably right up your alley if that's the sort of thing you're into.
I'm probably a lot more positive on this game than maybe the rest of yous. I really, really liked it. Writing is fantastic. I think it's a dating sim where you could actually recommend to a friend and not feel a bit of shame about it. I think I don't know. I would almost view this more as a comedy game than a dating sim. Like I would recommend this to friends, undoubtedly. So yeah, big thumbs up for me.
Visual novels aren't really my thing, so I don't think I would like this game.
Look, it's
But I
so
can see
obvious.
why-
Oh, God, it's so. I'm gonna interrupt you here, Alex. Right? Isn't it? It's just so obvious that he didn't like it after he made the comment of, "Oh well, I think I'm the most manly." So
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I don't like this game.
Actually,
of like-
I think you'll find I said myself and Hans. I didn't just say myself.
Alex is like, fuck this isn't COD, fuck it. What is it?
Hey man,
Where's my Mountain Dew?
I don't play COD. That's
Yeah,
like-
Battlefield, yeah!
Hoorah! Oscar Mac, motherfucker! I like this portrait we're portraying of Alex as this total bro gamer. But like it's the farthest from the truth.
Yeah, you should have done the Craig story, because literally the word bro just constant.
Yeah, 360 no scope those noobs.
Actually, I'm a game never mind.
I would agree with what Nick said. Rewind the clip.
These last two fucking reviews, like the conclusion, you've been like, yeah, what that person said. You did it last month
To
as
be
well.
fair, that is the best way to do it.
Just put what I said and put it on repeat there.
Hey man, you don't want me to start repeating what's been said here.
See, next month, ask him first. And then go in reverse order.
No, because then I can just say Hans edit in whatever X said about this game.
Look, it's got great writing, but it's not a game.
There you go.
It makes a good book.
10 out of 10.
But
Welcome to Book Club.
so here's the thing though. Like, I too would recommend this, even though I personally did not enjoy it, because I think the writing is really good, and I think it's a really good example of how writing maybe should be done.
So yes, all in all, some good opinions and some bad opinions. A very genre-specific game. Before we leave, there's one piece of business we must attend to, and that is ROI. It is your turn to pick a game. Hit me with your rhythm stick.
All right. Well, after all the lack of action recently. I was tired of not getting enough action. All right.
Take it up with Amy. Boom! Nailed it! End the episode!
So, I've picked a game, right, from 2009, developed by Platinum Games. Because they're all about action. And a game which Nick was waiting for to go onto the Switch, but I'm saying, fuck it, we're doing it now. I have chosen Bayonetta 1.
Sorry, it's out on the Switch.
It's out
Is it on the Switch?
It came out on the Switch last week.
Ah.
Along with Bayonetta 2.
Well, then you go play it on the Switch, Nick. Yeah, I wanted something that wasn't, like, reading and, like, listening to the card guy in Hand of Fate and, like, and get into the bounty store. Like, I didn't want any of that. I just want to kill some angels, right? That's what I want to do.
Sweet. Sounds good. Cannot wait. Don't play it on the PS3.
What?
Apparently the PS3 version of it is horrendous. So yes, join us next time for some hot action. I was going to say something else. I brain farted there. But for now, it is a goodbye from Hans.
Have a good one.
A goodbye from Alex.
Bye.
And a goodbye from IY.
Don't dick your dad.
And don't dick your own dad. Feel free to dick someone else's dad.
The more you know. Public service announcements from the Bash Bros.
And a goodbye from me. See you next time. Dicks.
Are you calling the brothers and sisters dicks?
I'm so
Are you
tired.
just making a statement, or...